Am I the asshole for showing up at my brother's wedding pregnant and announcing my baby's gender? I, 36F, am not close with my family. I live in a different state, so I don't have much contact with them. My brother, 30M, got married last weekend and invited me. I told him I'll come and not have a +1. My husband and I recently separated, and after that I found out I was pregnant. My extended family didn't know about the separation or about the pregnancy. I told my brother I was pregnant when we spoke on the phone before the wedding. He congratulated me and that was more or less it. My family also knew my marriage was very rocky. My parents also knew about the pregnancy. So I am 7 months pregnant right now and getting a divorce. When I showed up to the wedding, everyone was super shocked to see me be pregnant and alone there. A lot of questions followed. I answered them with as little info as possible and that was it. During the ceremony, the priest mentioned my pregnancy. It's a small town and the priest has been there since I was a kid. To make a joke or whatever about what is next for the bride and groom babies. Something like, and after OP's baby, hopefully many more will join this beautiful family of bride and groom. Bride was pissed off, because now everyone knew I was pregnant. During the picture-taking part of the reception, my brother says, "Okay, and now I want to take a pic with my favorite sister and my first nephew." I laughed and said, "Niece, actually," and he was super happy. We took a pic, that's it. Bride came to me later and called me an asshole for upstaging her wedding with not just my pregnancy but also the baby gender announcement. Her family is obviously on her side. My brother thinks she is acting crazy and I did nothing wrong. And my parents think I should have informed people I was pregnant before coming to the wedding plus should have kept quiet about gender. Am I really the here? Not the asshole. You can't hide a 7-month pregnancy. So I am 7 months pregnant right now. Priest mentioned my pregnancy. Bride was pissed off, because now everyone knew I was pregnant. Spoiler. Everyone knew it already. All they had to do was look at you. And you didn't announce your baby's gender, you just corrected your brother when he announced it wrong. Not the asshole. My brother thinks she is acting crazy. He's right. I wish him luck. He's gonna need it. Not the asshole but the priest. Yeah, the priest is the asshole of the story. They shouldn't have mentioned the pregnancy in the ceremony. That was way out of line. Not the asshole you didn't announce anything, the priest did. Not the asshole you didn't go in intentionally trying to upstage anyone. The gender comment was literally just in passing. You would be an asshole if you stood up in the middle of the reception and announced the gender to everyone. I get that it is her day, but your very existence is not taking anything away from her special day. Not the asshole. Another bride going crazy about not having full control at her wedding. You told your brother and parents. Were you supposed to call everyone on the guest list? Am I the asshole for recording my female coworker without her permission? I know the title sounds bad but hear me out. I 28 male have a female coworker 26 female who likes to flirt with all of the men at work. My wife 24 female knows about her and how I feel. Coworker stays away from me unless it's work related because I shot her down a few times and told her, on Monday, if she didn't knock it off I would report her to HR. Well, yesterday that coworker found my wife's social media and messaged her telling her that I'm a creep, and won't leave her alone, and that I tried to pay her for sex. I was honestly disgusted. I ignore her existence unless it's work related and I couldn't believe the blatant lies she was telling. So today I go into work and have my phone in my hand and recorded our conversation when I confronted her. I didn't show her face, the camera was facing the floor so all that was shown was the shoes. After some back and forth she admitted she was mad that I threatened HR and hoped my wife would force me to quit my job so I wasn't a problem anymore. So I took the recording and the messages to HR and she was fired immediately. On the way out of the building she screamed at me that I was an asshole and a few other choice words for recording her without her permission and that she's suing me for it. Even a few coworkers said I was wrong for it and I should have just showed HR the messages and how she's a single mom and I just cost her kids their livelihood. So am I the asshole? Edit to add I appreciate all of your guys' concern about me actually getting into legal trouble. According to Google, Ohio, where I live in the U.S., is a one-party consent state. I have sent out a few inquiries to lawyers just to be safe, to see if she does have a case if she were to try to go the legal route. I will keep everyone updated the more I find out and if she does try to actually sue me. Not the asshole. If the genders were reversed, everyone would be applauding you. Always have proof and never go off, he said she said when possible. NTA. I know there is a gray area here because in lots of places it's illegal to record without consent. But she was out to get you and proved she was willing to say whatever to get you out, and I'm glad you got recording of her saying so. Edit. Spelling. She cost her own kids her livelihood. As if hitting on you wasn't bad enough, but contacting your wife and potentially ending your marriage. That's a bridge too far. From your title, I was going to say something else, but definitely not the asshole. Not the asshole, she brought that upon herself, she behaved like shit and now she has to face the consequences. You did absolutely right, and you have nothing to be scared of about that recording law. Not the asshole. No one should tolerate sexual harassment. You did nothing wrong and maybe now she'll learn to not be a boundary-pushing creep. She wouldn't take no for answer and tried to destroy your marriage. She absolutely deserved to lose her job. Not the asshole. I love seeing liars receive their comeuppance. Update. Am I the asshole for kicking out my parents for never telling me about my half-sister? My first post. I want to thank everyone who said go talk to my parents. That's the first thing I did. I went to their place and I tried to talk to them. But it was frustrating and my mom got angry when I said I was going to reach out to my sister. She asked why I cared and I got upset and told her because she taught me to. My dad saw me out after that and surprised me by telling me he was proud of me for being a better man than him. That was weird. Anyway, my wife reached out to my sister Anna and she agreed to meet. We went IWTH my cop friend Joe cause you never know. We met Anna in her apartment and it's in a rough side of town, it's tiny and a shit place to live. Anna's a small, quiet girl who works in a library. She reminds me of my gran. She claims she's only a waitress at a strip club to make ends meet. Obviously she can't do it now. She said she's failed like her mom and the best thing she can do is have her kid succeed. She said she just wanted cash to take pregnancy classes. I gave her my number and some cash, of which she gave a lot back right away. That night my wife asked if I could let Anna move in cause she felt heartbroken. I gave Anna the offer but she refused and said she won't take advantage of us. About a month later she phoned me crying and said there's black mold in her building and she has to go. She came to us with barely anything, just clothes, a wallet, a toothbrush and a sack of old books. Since then she's just been sad and really alone cause she thinks she's taking advantage. She tries to help with chores a lot and always apologizes. She's only happy when she plays with our baby. But it was her birthday a few days ago and she asked if we'd get her cupcakes. It was like she expected me to say no. But my wife went and got them and a whole DQ cake while I got her the box set of the Exapens books. She started crying and hugged us both when she saw everything on the living room table for her. In the days since, she has seemed happier and I won't lie, I'm worried for her but I do think stability has helped her. As for my parents, my mom refuses to come as long as she is there, so I visit her with the baby sometimes. My dad refuses to go cause he says he's ashamed. Whatever I guess. On the other hand, my wife's parents told me they are more proud of me than ever. From one older brother to another, you're already a great brother. She seems to be lacking confidence since she believes she's failed at only 21 years old. I hope you can help her gain financial independence. See if there's a community college near you that offers career, trades-focused programs instead of degrees. Hex yes, my guy. Good looking out. My 2 cents, I would keep your parents far away from her for a while, maybe forever. They are liable to say something that might confirm to your poor sister that she's worthless. Nobody's worthless. There could be upside eventually, but take baby steps, she's fragile. Not the asshole. You're a far better person than your parents are. Your wife is as well. You're both loving and giving and both your half-sister and baby are very lucky to be in your lives. You are a wonderful person op. I hope you're able to continue building your relationship. Maybe she needs mental health help too? I seriously almost cried while reading this. Wishing the best for your family and that your sister heals in a good environment. You're a great brother. Edit. Definitely cried after reading OP's comments. There truly are good people in this world and Op and his wife are one of them. Am I the asshole for mentioning I had cancer? Hi. 17F. I'm a cancer survivor, yep, pretty cool right? However, I don't tell everyone because it's not typically their business, so here's how I got this story. I was out with dinner with my friends and a brand new group of friends who had recently joined my group. They a bunch of dudes so I normally hang around the people I'm closest with. Well, one thing to note about me, I am very, very, very skinny. As in I'm very obviously someone who is either sick or dealing with something else. I'm sick. I'm currently 80 pounds and still struggle with food intolerance and whatever, but I know how to handle it and everything. The night of the dinner I wore a short sleeve. I have really skinny and bony arms and it's definitely noticeable, but I don't mind the new guys immediately starting mentioning it. At first I thought they were being nice, with stuff like, "Are you okay?" etc. But one guy made a comment about me being weak. I won't lie. Yes, I'm not strong. I'm not someone who can bench 150 pounds. Sometimes I can barely pull myself out of the shower, but I am not weak. So, I said this, you know what? I'm the strongest fucking one sitting at this table. Anyone can bench weights but not everyone can beat fucking cancer. Yeah. I made dinner awkward for the rest of the night and ended up leaving early. Now everyone is being weird about me and asking why I lashed out like that. I honestly think I'm pretty reasonable. Reddit, am I the asshole? Not the asshole. People need to learn already not to comment about other people's bodies. You're a warrior. Be proud, hooray. Edit. Thank you all for the awards. You've made my day, hugging face. Not the asshole. Harping on someone's body is a good way to embarrass yourself when they reveal there's a medical condition causing it. They fucked around and found out. Play cruel games, win cruel prizes. Not the asshole. Be rude. Expect rudeness in return. They have no right to act that way around a perfect stranger. Not the asshole. You defended yourself well. You know what? You comment on someone's body and keep going and this is what you get. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. You showed you were a badass in 2 ways. 1, for sticking up for yourself, and 2, because you beat cancer. Sure, it was awkward, but it'll be as chill as you want it to be next time you're all together.